Well, first off, what is your name and what do you do?
My name's Jeffrey Marks, and I am an evidential medium.
Evidential. Pardon me, I do not know what that one is. But do you mind elaborating a little bit more about what
Sure.
it is?
I have a very unique gift that I tried to suppress most of my life, but curiosity won out over my fear. And so for the last 25 years, I've been developing the ability to communicate with people who have died, or rather, they communicate with me.
Oh, wow.
You can see my consciousness.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about.
Okay.
So I used to be a former president of the Washington State Ghost Society. All started when I was 3 years old because my family lived in a very negative haunted house.
Keep going. I'm going to hear more of this
We were
story.
only there for 8 months. We only lived in that house for 8 months, but it colored our lives. I mean, for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
The spirit there went after everybody in my family, didn't single me out. I was not anybody special. But because of those events, I grew up knowing there was something more to life than just what our eyes and ears are telling us. And so, like I say, eventually, I actually slept with the covers over my head until I was well into my teens. Classic afraid of the dark. I was terrified because I was going to get attacked.
Wow.
Now, fortunately, like I said, we were only there for 8 months. Now, my dad, we would end up moving on average about every 3 years because my dad would find a job and we would move. And so growing up, whenever we would move, every house we would go into, I would inadvertently on the first day open up, as we say in my industry, open up to see, is there a spirit here that's going to scare the hell out of me? Well, the thing is spirits are everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so naturally, I felt something there and then closed down. And then my teenage years, like I said, my curiosity won out over my fear. And so I started to look into spirits, ghosts, hauntings, that sort of thing. And then in my 30s is when I was exposed to mediumship, where, you connect or the spirits connect with you and you start delivering messages. And so, like I said, I got exposed to that when I was 30, and I've spent the last 25 years developing it. And that's what I do.
Yeah, and can you talk a little bit more detail? Like, first off,
Sure.
First off, before we get there, I want to say thank you. I love the detail and sharing that stuff because I'm sure that at the time that had to be so scary, like such an intimate moment and kind of development for you to try and overcome, and the fact
yes
you've come so far with it to be able to have these conversations about it.
Yes. Well, because it's all about consciousness. To me, it is. Spirits are just like you. They're just people. And so when you come at it from that perspective, you just understand that everything is mind. Everything is mind. In fact, do you know if you snore?
I do not.
Okay. Have you ever had a 10-minute nap, but you had a dream that you swear lasted 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when you're in a physical body, your awareness is not always attached to it. Mm. And so when we pass away, it's no different than when you're snoring, if you know you're a snorer, or when you're dreaming. I mean, there's some subtle differences, yes, but you as a personality, as consciousness, you're only being filtered through the body. Yeah. You're not fully attached to it, and you do leave it even while we're incarnated within it. Mm-hmm. And so what mediumship does is it allows that awareness to be able to gain access to a physical body because spirit lives or exists outside time and space. So, even quantum mechanics will tell you time is not linear. Yep. And so the only way to get into time and space is through a physical body. That's what the nervous system and the cerebral cortex and all that stuff of the brain actually produces, is physical reality. And so what I do is I sort of dial down my attachment to my nerve structure and the sensory cortex areas of my brain, and I let somebody else who currently does not have a body influence it, impact it, use it.
Oh, wow.
And then I just bring through what it is that they're showing me and telling me.
Wow. That sounds incredible. I have so many more questions, but I think more importantly, for anyone that might want to get a hold of you to talk to you about how you can use that to help them or work with others, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Website, which is www.spiritualexploration.com, and that's all one word.
Awesome.
And on my website, you'll see actual clips of my work. So you'll actually see snippets of readings and what it's like and what can come through.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that listeners, someone new to you, you would like, hey, you have to know this about me or what I do?
Actually, it's not about me at all. For me, if anybody is just listening, tuning in, I think it's more important for me to tell you that you are eternal and that you are not confined to the limitations that we put upon ourselves here in reality. You are mind, and you're much greater than what you ever thought you were.